Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be asking questions on behalf of the media. We have Cooper Tier, winner of the men's 5,000 meters. So from Rob Mosley, you almost look surprised by the move from the other two runners with 200 to go. Were you still pretty confident you had enough in the tank to kick back in the front?
Yeah, for sure. I think going into like 600 to go, I started to press the pace a little bit, and honestly, I kind of expected someone to come up on me. And the whole race, my coach was, before he was talking to me, really focused on that last 120, and we've been working on closing really well, doing a lot of 150s and faster stuff, at the end of workouts. So I saw him come up, and the thing is, they came around me and they didn't really pick it up that much. And we were 150 to go, and then we were 120, and neither of them were really moving that hard. And I saw my opening, and kind of didn't look back. And kind of the whole season, I was getting caught at the line, and it was all about don't look back and run through the line. So that's what I did, and pressed it all the way through the line, and it was awesome.
Another question from Rob Mosley. What was going through your head when you saw the times posted?
Oh, it was surreal. I think with 2 to go, we needed like 157 or so, and we've been closing in times like that all year. And honestly, I felt amazing today throughout the whole race. So I knew that was kind of within reach, and I think that's why I went a little bit earlier than I was expecting to. I really wanted to get that standard. We've been hunting that all season and had a couple of races where things just didn't go our way. So to be able to do that in a championship style race, I think the whole season was kind of summed up by that. And, now I have a lot more confidence going into trials, knowing that I have that under my belt.
Awesome. A question from Ken Go. How certain were you that you had that kind of kick coming off the last turn?
Like I said earlier, that's, for the past month, that's all we've been working on, being fatigued and still being able to turn it over. And I think, you saw that with Cole. Cole killed that last lap in the 1500, and, seeing him do that, we've been working out together all year. And, I knew I'd have that sort of in my back pocket. So, I just wanted to stay relaxed for the most part. I think there's been a couple races where I got caught at the line because I was tensed up and, focused too much on really like pumping my arms. And, I wanted to stay smooth. And with 120 to go, that's when I made my move, and, kind of didn't look back.
And a question from Robert Johnson. Was this your last race for Oregon? Will you be going pro?
That's a great question. I have a full year of eligibility, and, it's definitely kind of up in the air right now. I think in the next week or two, coming up to trials, I'll try to make that decision. There's definitely a possibility I could be coming back. This is a great team, a great atmosphere, and it's, I've loved every second of being at Oregon. So there's definitely a possibility I might come back, but right now it's kind of up in the air.
And to follow up, what do you think of your U.S. Olympic team chances?
Yeah, I think this was a really big confidence booster. I think there's some guys in here that are going to be contending for spots or really up there. And I mean, I think the 5K is one of the deepest events this year. But, not that many guys have the U.S. standard. So, I feel like that having that under my belt now gives me a way bigger chance of making that team. So, we're going to try to keep this consistency and keep this energy up for the next 2 weeks and bring that into trials. And, kind of coming in as an underdog, there's guys that have been running really well this season. So, knowing I can do that and knowing, I'm in this fitness right now, I think my chances are pretty good. And I think I shouldn't be counted out. I shouldn't be counted out of it by any means.
Another question from Robert Johnson. Were you concerned when Grivala passed you entering the final 200? What were you thinking? How did you stay patient?
Yeah, it's definitely hard when, like I said, I was leading with 600 to go. And I knew those guys were there. You could see up on the board, and I was trying to focus on just maintaining, a good frequency and not doing too much too soon. It's really easy to, go with 400 to go and, kind of light all your matches before you get to the last 100 and not have anything. So again, like I said, it's, staying relaxed. I think we've worked on some workouts where it's closing the last 300 in, 37 seconds. and just maintaining good form and good frequency and, staying patient. So I felt like I was ready for any situation. And, him coming up on me, I know, he's gotten me in the past in December in that 5K. He had a really good close, but, I felt like I was ready to really close it down that last 100. And, that's what we did.
Question from Doug Binder. Congrats, Cooper. How surprised are you by the super fast times tonight? What does it mean to break the McChesney record?
Since I got here, that record I remember freshman year, Andy Powell said that he thought I could get that record by the time I left. And, it's kind of been right in my reach for, the last 2 years. And, to get that in a championship style race on what could be potentially my last race on Hayward, it's surreal. There's a picture of McChesney right up by one of the exits. And, every day when I leave Hayward, I look at it and I kind of just stand there. Some days I'll stand there for 5 minutes, just kind of visualizing, that time and going up as, one of the Oregon greats. And to get that record, that's one of the longest standing Oregon records, it's surreal, really. And, to do it at home with my parents, my friends, my family, and the crowd, there's really no better place to have done that. And, I thought it was going to be a fast race today. Like I said in our interview earlier, we've been doing what we call Kip 2 simulation workouts, going out in 202 for a 2K and just kind of settling in after that. And so, yeah, I felt like we were ready to get after it from the gun. And I thought there might be a fast race today. So I think we're prepared for anything.
Amazing. Question from Robert Johnson. How many seconds do you think the super spikes are worth over 5,000 meters?
I don't really care. I haven't thought anything about it. I mean, people want to credit a lot of stuff to spikes, but I think, you see the heart out there and the work all these guys have put in. I mean, Luis didn't have super spikes on and he ran under the Olympic standard. I think it's stupid to really credit everything to the spikes. Everyone's out there putting their best, and whether you have the spikes on or not, like, it's about competing. Spikes can only do so much. And, we were out there to compete today, and I feel like I could have run barefoot and, I still would have had that heart in me to, kind of go and try to get that standard and win that race. So I don't really like to credit anything to the spikes necessarily.
Question from Ken Go. Did you hear the crowd on the last home straight?
Oh, it was insane. The last time I heard anything that loud was my freshman year on the start line of the 5K at NCAA's, the last race at the old Hayward field. When they called my name before that race, it was just like a roar. And, coming down in that last 100 meters, hearing, I actually heard my mom specifically screaming her heart out. And, it was just, it erupted really. And, to have that energy behind you and, having all my friends and family and, all that Oregon Duck spirit in the crowd, like it's, it just pushed me through the line. It was insane.
Awesome. Just a reminder to news media to put any last minute questions in the chat or raise your hand so I know you're typing. I think we're all good. Thank you so much, Cooper.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.